gonna be fucking awesome.
Hello boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Unleash the Hero Within, the journey of your life. And today is episode, I think it's 16, but I'm not 100% sure. So it could be 16, and today's episode is, well, we're going back on the treasure map, of course, and we are going into the next phase of the journey. And the next phase of the journey is called, what's it called again? It's called Approach to the Darkest Cave. Of course, that is what it's called, Approach to the Darkest Cave. So, where are we in our journey? We are in testing allies and enemies, and that means that we are starting to, well, basically select the people we want to spend our times with, and that also means about letting go of people that, you know, that are no longer a part of your journey, but it's also about finding the new people in your journey. And that is what it's all about, because the new people are going to help you, are going to inspire you, they're going to encourage you, so you really need to find your tribe. It's very important. This is also the phase of the journey where your confidence has grown a lot. Your self-confidence has become bigger, and that is exactly what you're going to need for the next phase of the journey. Because the next phase of the journey, Approach to the Darkest Cave, and maybe you think like, well, what does that even mean, the darkest cave? Does that mean I have to enter this bat cave that has spiders and snakes and scary animals? Well, yes, it does. In a way, it does. Because when you are in this phase of the journey, Approach to the Darkest Cave means that you are turning into a path that will eventually lead you to your worst fears. And the thing is, you are not aware of it yet, but looking back, you knew that decision, the decision that I made in the past at that point, led me eventually to me facing my worst fears. And this is also about, I mean, Carl Jung talked about this. This is about integrating the shadow. This is about, you know, finding the darkness inside of you, discovering your worst fears, and make them a part of you. So you're going to conquer them. It's about slaying a dragon. So imagine how you would feel if you would have to face this huge dragon. I mean, dragons can fly, maybe they have two heads and they spit fire. I mean, that's an impressive, scary animal. So if you had to, you know, slay that dragon with your little sword, that's going to be scary times, right? But imagine how you would feel if you eventually slayed that dragon. How would you feel if you would conquer your worst fear? Now, in order for you to conquer your worst fear, first you have to discover what your worst fear is. And you know, there has been so much said about this. There's even a Latin saying, it goes in sterquilimus invenitur, which means in filth it will be found. And this is basically about the thing that you need the most can be found where you least want to look. So this is going to be a very exciting phase of the journey. But we are going to talk more about fear, all different kinds of fears, and how you should approach those fears. Because how great would it be if you know more about the dragon that you're going to slay? How great would it be if you could discover before you went into battle what the weak spots are of this dragon? We're going to talk so much more about it in the upcoming videos, and also going to share with you my personal story about my worst fear and what it did to me and how I, well, slayed that dragon. What I do want to share right now is my personal story in this phase of the journey. So in a nutshell, the year was 2018. I was the owner of a financial consultancy company. I made a lot of money. I was pretty good. I was doing pretty good. And I decided to sell the company and, you know, get rid of my house. And I sold my car and most of our personal belongings. And we decided to go and travel. So that's what we did. And, you know, making that choice was, okay, it maybe sound dangerous or scary, but it really wasn't. But that choice eventually led me to the darkest cave. So we're going to talk more about the darkest caves in our next videos. We're going to talk more about fear in the next videos. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Much love. Bye bye.